morning super review program. Now, welcome all viewers for once again joining us on the program. All right, to my respondents this morning, I say good morning to you. Good morning to you,
Good
James
morning,
John.
Mr. Mike.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm great, sir. How was the night, sir?
Yeah, fine. And
I want to
yes,
say, great. I want to say good morning to our most esteemed viewers. I want to really appreciate you for remaining steadfast with this platform. Also appreciate you for extending the hand of friendship to us down here. I pray that you have a wonderful day today.
all right. Sumo, you're welcome to the program too.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, City Stand. Good morning, our esteemed viewers. I will keep appreciating you guys for always being there for us. Staying tuned. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I think for now, I think City Stand is only this channel that go live, and we have a lot of viewers, diaspora that will be to it. Even the contemporary media do not have that the power. It's not by our might. Everything is God, and you, our viewers, for staying tuned. We really appreciate. And for all your support, monetary support, being there, encouragement, and so far, we are really grateful.
All right, thank you, Suma. I really appreciate that. All right, kindly subscribe to the channel if you are watching us for the first time. If you are also watching us, please, from other countries, others outside Nigeria, kindly share the program. Share the program to your loved ones. Share it to your groups. Share it to your friends. Share it to everybody. Please also smash the like button. Very important. You can also drop your comments in the comment section. Yeah, drop it as we proceed on the program this morning. We have the Vanguard newspaper at the stand, but before that, I need to acknowledge the presence of Mafidon. Mafidon, good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Yeah, government knows terrorists, identities, locations. Who is saying this? This is coming from Shiek Gumi. Government knows terrorists, identities, locations. This is coming from Shiek Gumi. And you can get the story on page 25 of the Vanguard newspaper. On page 8, appeal court verdict. Philippines PDP crisis as rival camps set separate BOT meetings. While some groups are after me, says ex-IGP Egbetokun. We move down to another story here. On insecurity. Protests rock Ondo Oyo as youth block highway with corpses. Rock Ondo State Oyo as youth block highway with corpses. Now to what President Bola Tinubu told the nation. He said that in his administration, governors no longer borrow money to pay salaries. Governors no longer borrow money to pay workers' salaries. This is what President Bola Tinubu said, and I will be reading it out now. Bola Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, Monday night said that Nigeria has overcome economic challenges under his administration, noting that state governors no longer run to banks for loans to pay salaries. Tinubu made the remarks while hosting religious and traditional leaders for an interfaith breaking of the fast at the presidential villa Abuja. According to a statement by spokesman Bayo Onanuga, promised to continue making the most of the opportunity given to him to lead the country by sustaining trajectory of economic growth and prosperity. That is what the president said. But what has been the impact of this comment? Governors no longer borrow money to pay salaries. All right, the president has also ordered the deployment of CNG, CNG to various states. This as regards what is happening or going on in the Middle East. President Bola Tinubu has directed the immediate deployment of about 100,000 compressed natural gas, that's CNG, conversion kits across the country in a bid to cushion the harsh impact of the escalating Middle East conflict on Nigerian commuters. The directive is part of efforts by the federal government to reduce transportation costs and expand alternative energy options in response to the rising petrol price and diesel triggered by the ongoing United States-Israel war with Iran. All right, all this will be discussed this morning. And the last one I'll be reading, Islamic scholar Shiek Gumi has said that the federal government knows every terrorist by name and location. Gumi said this in an interview on the RTV. He was reacting to the insinuations that he knows and interacts with terrorists and bandits as well, advocates for them. The government knows every terrorist by name and location. That's what he said. But my question this morning is that if government knows every terrorist by name and location, why do attacks keep coming, unabated?
Yeah, that is a mystery, if you ask me, because this is the biggest challenge Nigeria is confronted with. And now we have a Gumi. When I watched the video, because it trended yesterday. When I watched the video where the journalist was asking him that, trying to accuse him of knowing the bandits and have gone to visit them several times, he said he has never gone alone. He said the government knows them by name and locations. You understand? So it's a revelation. We've had people make comments like the government is complicit, and this has gone to expose that. You understand? For a Gumi to say government knows them by name and location, and they are unable to tackle the problem, it means the terrorism has become an organization under the government. That's what it means, and that's why these guys keep thriving. There was a video that trended last week about a copper that was kidnapped by the bandits. They negotiated for money, and the family could not raise the money. It was a content creator who had to do fundraising, using his platform to do fundraising, raise money. After paying the money, they have now stopped to pick the calls. And the content creator said when they went to pay the ransom for the money, what surprises him is that where the bandits are, there is a military checkpoint very close to the place.
Imagine.
You understand? So it's the entire thing is looking like the government is complicit, or the government is scared of taking action because of the fact that they have also stained themselves. An attempt to do that will expose the entire thing, which will also indict them. If not, this is the biggest challenge we are confronted with. I can tell you, if we tackle insecurity, the economy will grow. One of the things bedeviling, hampering on the economy, it's this level of insecurity. There are a lot of states today that cannot pay salaries without subvention from federal government. And one of the reasons is because the environment is no longer friendly for business activities as a result of this level of insecurity we are confronted with. And this is what we expect that government should tackle. You can imagine bandit attacking a community using motorcycle, 150 motorcycles. What do we have the fighter jet for? Can't you track these guys and bomb them? You understand? It is possible to do this thing. So for a Gumi to say this, we are here to get their response, from what Gumi has said. Because Gumi is clearly indicting them. You know these guys by name. You know their location. That is it. So what we expected government to do, having known these guys, if they are innocent, they should go after them so that Nigerians can sleep with their two eyes closed.
Suma, why has there been no preemptive crackdown? You heard what Gumi said. They know their locations, they know their identities. So what's stopping the government?
As they said, it is a ministry, federal ministry of banditry and kidnapping, not the Nigerian federal government. So it should be hard. But we have the BAMSEC, we have the secretary, we have the Unicorn in the camp. So it's an institution already. Even what we have been saying all these days, they do not care. Because when you come to look at it, either the president decides to crush them or he did not. He has also to lose at the end of the day. So I don't know how leaving terrorists to reign will affect your re-election bill, or you did not tackle them. So in a normal sense, it is what you should do. We are not supposed to give rooms for all this that is happening in the country. And I guess, and I still wonder why some person born with sense or brain, functioning brain, will still be defending or advocating for this administration to continue next election. Because I begin to wonder, are this human, are they normal, or something that is missing in their thinking? So this will keep happening. Because even Defense Minister Musa, he has failed. We gave him how many months to function, and till now he was unable to function. Now we are thinking while he was on uniform, he might not be able to make some moves. But even now on Agbada, he still cannot made any move. And as I wonder all the old qualification and all the old attachment of the names, the title they give them, you did this in Ukraine. It's nothing to write home about. It's just like it's a waste of time. It does not impact. If you don't even see the impact in this administration and where they ask him to go. So the people are the ones that will actually move, if truly. And in other way, that is this a good thing. Nigerians are so stubborn. If they did not see the second of their father, they would not decide to wake up and say, no, I think we have to stop all this that is going on. But it seems we are still enjoying it. So if they decide from enjoying it, I want to believe they know the right thing to do. And Gumi can be lying against the federal government.
You know where these people are.
Because
what's stopping them from pushing them out?
So if it's what's it called, Erufai now, they will not carry Erufai DSS to carry him. Let us see if I dare the government to arrest or detain.
Know them by their name.
By their name and location. You understand? It makes the job easier.
So let's see if
this one can't be lying now.
He can't be lying.
So let's see if the federal government will deem it fit to send DSS after Shiek Gumi and to come and point out the governor, because to be candid, the last time that they went to meet the governor of the state, but not what's good, he sent delegates from the federal government, from the state government.
So
go and meet them. And we even have Nigerian police.
Yes, sure. He's been mediating since Jonathan.
So we have what's it called? Nigerian police, personnel escorting them to go and sit and meet with the terrorists. So what are we trying to say in that format? So they are working together. So now it's not against the oppressors and the citizens. And let's see what they will do at the moment.
Gentleman, Mike, please come closer. Let's quickly discuss this before I bring in other people. Shiek Gumi yesterday said that the Nigerian government knows the whereabouts of these terrorists, their hideout. The Nigerian government knows them by their names and location. And this worries me. I won't lie to you. What's stopping them from fishing them out? What's stopping the government from picking them?
Well, I think that's the $1 billion.
This is coming out from Shiek Gumi.
That's the $1 billion question that we should be asking the authorities. That what is stopping them, just as you asked, that what is stopping them from acting, from going after those that are gruesomely murdered Nigerians in their thousands now as we speak. If that statement had come from ordinary Nigerian, maybe you can afford to discountenance it and say, maybe just people. But coming from a Shiek Gumi, who has always, if you remember, who has also been in the military before now, we should not lose sight of that. Gumi retired as a captain in the military. So at that level, you are privy to certain information. So he's a man, in my view, that has seen it from both sides, from the side of the government, and now he also interfaces from time to time with the bandits. So he can see both ends. So you cannot, in my view, downplay the statement coming from Gumi. And just as my brother has said here, I also want to put that challenge to the authorities. Two things should happen, or else we can draw conclusion from here. I'm personally speaking now. Is it that Sheikh Ahmed Gumi is arrested over that statement, so that they can provide more information and substantiate the fact that indeed government is in the know of those that are killing Nigerians in their thousands. Or if they choose to keep mum, and as they have done almost 24 hours that Gumi has made that statement, if they choose to be silent, then we can begin to conclude that indeed authorities of this nation are also in the know of those who are killing Nigerians, and they have decided to be silent about it.
All right, thank you so much. I'll go to my mic. We can come closer. Suma. Away from insecurity, we have on paper this morning, federal government ordering deployment of CNG 100,000 to cushion the effects of the tension in Nigeria as regards the Middle East war. What do you have to say?
It's out of unseriousness. No serious government, no serious person that understands governance. Even as younger, I'm not even young, even as young as someone is, a 15-year-old child knows that what the solution is not to waste money that is not for you, borrowed money, so billions of naira to go and import CNG. Is that what we want? They say someone get it, you are using a medicine for Qatar for headache, does it tally? How does that work? It's kind of seriousness. How many places did, okay, the last time he said he brought in when the subsidy issue, when he started with that statement that destabilized the Nigerian economy, subsidy is gone. All the CNG he claimed to that they have imported in over hundreds of them. Do we see anything? So I mean, we go out every day from Lagos or other states. Where the CNG can we all what we are seeing is private CNG ports or maybe private processors or so. I think the CNG you promised us. Now you are coming again, you import CNG that you don't even make in your country. You keep enriching other people's economy. You bring others of it. It's just common sense. Subsidize the fuel. And how much are you using to what bring CNG? Why have you on this note, based on all the statements, we can classify Tinubu as a failure already, because he comes to say that what I'm going to fix 2 refineries before the end of my first year in office. Okay, Baba, not do to just do one. You fail to do one. Who are the ghost workers that they are paying salary in the refinery? The refinery is not working, but they are still paying. Who are those that are collecting money? You get, we have reports of the refinery that says it's closed, that what they is still functioning. We are seeing some sound as if operation is still going on there. You are paying and say refinery don't function. Ordinary one refinery, you find it difficult to fix. No talk of 2. So on a normal sense, are you not supposed to fix a refinery? Or a normal sense, as someone that have vision, as they have claimed that what he has been aspiring to what be the president for over a decade. You get. Now, what is the Nigerians expected more from him, and that is it. Don't put hopes or expect more than this from humans. They will just fall your hands. Say, if I expect that this person will Baba. Now your own may know. So you find it difficult. Now the money allocated for this for favor CNG and these ones and the billions of naira is given to what all the governors that defect. It's not enough to build a refinery. If ordinary one Dangote, sorry for using ordinary word, for that I'm just saying now as an individual Dangote could fix a refinery within space of how many years? What is stopping a whole Nigeria with all our money to have more than 10 refinery in under 10 years? Because you have the resources, you have everything that it takes to fix a refinery. So how much? Let's not say that the refinery says it can't be maintained because it has been so long. It is not updated, up to date again. Why not build another one then? Let's all the ions there. Let's the functioning work parts in the refinery. Let's take it out and have another one working. But if you to do that, you always like this is your responsibility. You are running away from it, finding a shortcut. And our Abuja was a lot of and I just don't know why the way Nigerian people say, and those the more clear and the likes of them that just come city what is the city? Who is at the city? The hungry people in the city, the people that could not even afford to pay. They don't even have shelters on their head because of the high increase of house rent and so on, and unregulated price control of goods. So you are coming here to say CNG. Okay, say you go carry me from here like the short distance to Abulegba. You go reach there. In a country like this, whereby every transport system in Nigeria is owned by private, we go bus, clinical bus from interstate. We don't even have a state or federal, transport that can subsidize transportation for the Nigeria. You now want to leave from here to Abuja. Are you able to get, this is a federal bus that will take not less than 20,000 to transport me from here to Abuja? Can you see? It's not anywhere. So in that way, there can be regulation. That's the way we have public schools. If you can afford a high price of school fees in public schools, private institutions, or secondary schools, you can just go to any public school. You pay lesser. Why can't we have the same in transport system and so? You can see the way the carry riders and buses are inflating the price over many days now. The place that we are taking for 200 naira before, now they have increased to 600 naira. That before, when the price was up, the places where price of fuel was 800 naira, they inflate the price of the this thing. Now when the price of fuel from 1,000 then dropped to 800 naira, they did not drop the price of the charge for transportation. It did like that. Now there's another hike now. Now they have increased the price. Let's not say the fuel now goes down to 700 naira again. They will still maintain that amount. The NRTW boys, they are extorting the Nigerian people, transport, and say, where is the money going to? You extort them, even the garage, you cannot even enter there to eat. Everything is not organized.
All right, the president is ordering rapid deployment of CNG. But are they looking at the conversion process? How is it going to be? Of course, they can't use it like that now. They have to convert it. The cost of converting it to vehicles, is it being looked into? That's number one. And will it get to all regions? Will it get to every state? That's what we need to look into. Yeah.
You see, that's why we always clamor for visionary leaders who can be futuristic. They can look at, project the future and then, begin to plan towards it. We have leaders over the years, this one inclusive, that are just reactionary. You understand? They are not proactive. They will wait on until the problem happens. Then you see a fire brigade approach. You understand? That is not leadership. Leadership is your ability to solve problems. That is why you are made to become leaders of the people. They see you as somebody who has more intelligence that can solve the problems, that we are confronted with. Is it not a shame that we are an oil-producing nation? And then if not for the intervention of Dangote, we keep importing refined oil when we can build this refinery. You understand? And then you have a government that now, from day one of this government, we've been hearing CNG, until now that America and Iran started that you are now seeing a fire brigade approach. You understand? It's unfortunate. And I think going forward, Nigerians should go out and vote a leader who have the interest of the people at heart, because most of the time these guys, they prioritize their own interest, not the Nigerian project. The Nigerian project, Nigeria as far as they are concerned, is an abandoned project. It is their personal interest they are championing. You understand? And that is why we keep seeing this. A government that will come almost just a year plus to the government, almost all the things he has set out to achieve, no one, I stand to be corrected. Has this government initiated a project and commission? Is there any project that has been initiated by this administration and commission? This is a government that have a lifespan of 4 years, and you have told Nigerians so many things. One of it is electricity. You said if you cannot fix electricity, Nigeria shouldn't vote for you in 4 years. You said if you cannot fix one refinery a year. Now nobody is even talking about refinery since he came. You understand? Now we are confronted with a bigger problem. Imagine, because I heard Iran saying that this war may last for 6 months, that they have the capacity to fight for 6 months. America is saying between 4 weeks and 5 weeks. Iran is saying they have the capacity to fight for 6 months. Imagine they fight for 6 months. The situation will be worse. Even local products that you and I consume in this country, the price will escalate because of transportation costs. So we need leaders that should look at particularly the area of energy. No country in the world plays with energy, because energy affects everything that you do in a country, except for this country where we do not, even the lives of Nigeria does not matter, where we see Nigerians being kidnapped, being killed on a daily basis, and you will not even hear the president come out to condemn the act. This government, in fact the previous government, has, much as I would say they have also not done well, but you will see them always coming out to condemn. This administration, a lot of people are killed. You will never hear the president says anything to sympathize with the family or anything. You understand? And it's unfortunate because that is not leadership.
Gentleman, Mike, we're talking about the deployment, the rapid deployment of CNG to various states. We've had it sometimes. Situation whereby the president ordered the deployment of CNGs and some states didn't get. So this time around, how will it be handled? The cost of converting CNG to vehicles, will it be left for the drivers to handle, or will it be subsidized? Is the government looking at it?
Well, I don't know the modalities for the rollout for the CNG, but I know we have had something like that before now, which didn't translate into much on the streets. We come out every day and we see these things on the streets. We didn't see much having serious effects. As we speak, most of the commercial vehicles are on CNG. They are on those things that the government is talking about. But the question is, has it affected the price they've been charging from point A to B? The answer is also no. So the effects is not really insane, even at the level of the commercial vehicles. So I look forward to maybe there will be a change this time from what government is saying. Maybe they should be given the benefit of the doubt this time around. But the one that have been rolled out before now has almost next to nothing impact in terms of cushioning the effect on Nigerians.
All right, the president said we've survived and governors no longer run to banks to borrow loans to pay salaries. How can you, is there anything you want to say about this comment?
I think it's commendable. I mean, if we government is telling us that governors no longer borrow to pay salaries. I think we should commend that first. Now, at least it's a plus.
What's the effect? That's what I was trying to ask you.
Zuma, please.
The effects of what he said.
I said it is a plus. I want to agree with the fact that it's a plus on the part of the government that we no longer borrow to pay salaries. That a nation that is so blessed in this manner can begin to celebrate that we no longer borrow to pay salary. I think it's commendable, and I want to appreciate the President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu for this very, very enviable heights that he has taken our nation in terms of the fact that we no longer borrow to pay. Should it even be hard in the first place that we borrow to pay salaries, not alone celebrating the fact that we no longer borrow to pay salary? I think it's commendable. If those are some of the plus, some of the achievements they want to put in our face, we commend it. The ones that we feel we should commend. But you are talking about how it has translated. That we no longer borrow to pay salaries. Are we still borrowing to do several other things? I think government need to also come up with a statement, just the way they have done in this one. Are we borrowing for infrastructure and some other things? Knowing the fact that when subsidy was removed, part of what we intend to achieve is to play down borrowing. And since we are now making more money, so it's not about just not borrowing to pay salaries. We must also begin to step down our borrowing level. What we are doing now is not good enough. What we are using to even pay some of the loans that we have is huge when you look at the budget and all of that. So beyond not borrowing to pay salaries, government should also look at how we will stop borrowing to do several other things as we do as a government, since we now have more money as a result of subsidy.
Okay, Jameson, does that mean states are now financially stable?
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that seriously, because of course, the president has always told Nigerians that even the governors can attest to the fact that their subvention have increased. Some will say by 300%. You understand? But to say that now we do not borrow to pay salary. It's not an achievement, it's the basics. People work, they get paid. It shouldn't be part of what government should brag with, that we pay salaries. Is it true that this government, under this administration, borrowed in just 3 years, borrowed more than the previous administration that has been in office for 8 years? It's a reality. So what are the money being borrowed by this administration used for? This government has an opportunity, the subsidy removal. In fact, people were saying, is it that this president did, use jazz on Nigeria? Nobody talked. We agree. You remove subsidy, no palliative, nothing, and Nigerians just agree.
Maybe you didn't get palliative.
I don't know if anybody got palliative. You understand? Or maybe those people don't live in this country. You understand?
Okay. Only God. Maybe
and then you are yet to tell us how much you save as a result of subsidy removal, because it's key. Governance is about the people. The people should hold you accountable. We should be able to ask sensitive questions. How much have you been able to save since the removal of subsidy? This is 3 years now. And why do you keep borrowing when you have subsidy money to spend? You understand? You keep borrowing money, and then we are here to see giant projects that these monies are used for. Are you borrowing for overheads? You buy cars for yourself, you buy. Is that what you borrow money for? Yeah. And that is not governance. Look at the lives of Nigerians. Why do we have more young people, I think was it a week or so where, there was a statistic that about 1,000 boys and over 500 girls joining the terrorist organization. These are young people who are either supposed to be working or engaged with some activities that if you have a government that have created an enabling environment. But no, because they are there and government have not really absorbed them to do something useful, the terrorists engage them. So if government do not start taking care of people by creating an enabling environment, I'm not saying give handouts, create an enabling environment where people will want to channel their energy for their to be as a means of livelihood. We will have more of this level of insecurity because more people will want to join this level of insecurity and make life difficult for the government. So the government has not done anything as far as I'm concerned. Payment of salary is not an achievement at all. They shouldn't even mention it. It's not an achievement.
All right, just given the ongoing inflation and economic challenges, how realistic is the comment of Mr. President?
It's very bad. When you look at according to say the press back is from the ghetto, will I say like that? Yaloja kind of thing, you understand, what it takes and what Yaloja is more than you go through to make an end to
survive.
Yes, and I don't know what we are surviving. We are talking about lives of Nigerian people being taken away on a daily basis. What is the survival when the people are losing their life? What is the survival effect when people cannot even stay with their 2 high space? The inflation, people are not living comfortable. So yeah, you're saying you will survive. Who they survive? Say now you they survive. I mean, now who they survive? Talking about someone and family that you don't even know what is going on in the market or what Nigerian people are facing. They have securities. They don't even know how much they even say a matches or a lighter. So you are telling me that you will survive. That is the comment is against what the reality on the ground. So I think we are not fools. We understand what is going on.
All right, let me quickly rush to the comment section. I have a lot of messages here. Okay, Baba Yaga, good morning to you. Welcome to the program. And it says, Mr. Mike, is that one achievement? What is wrong with borrowing? You even help banks. The issue is what you use the money for. Yeah. What do they use the money for? Yeah. All right. Antnam says, if parents have too many children, they can't live for. Okay. And those children becomes criminals. The useless parents should be blamed, not the government. Overpopulation is destroying Nigeria. All right, Baba Yaga goes on. We all know Bola Tinubu is giving money to the governors. Yehokri says that 32 governors are counting for the ruling party, but will it help them during the presidential election? I doubt, because with insecurity and economy in shambles, and still there, nothing will save them. What will be the impact of Donald Trump in our election? Is there anything he's going to do?
Let's see.
Trump?
What will be his role? Yeah. Is there anything? Some people have been saying this, for some time now in the comment section. They've been talking about Trump. What will be his role? Is there any role he's going to play?
If anybody's talking about it, you see, one thing is that Nigerians, we always, because the problems lie with us. I think whatever every Nigerian is going through now is domicile here. And it's just these challenges at home. Why would you expect somebody who is far away, 1,000 miles away, to come to it? Because I've always said it on this platform, and many forums that have been privileged to speak, that foreign aid does not come so cheap. There are some underlying tune attached to it. And when people are saying Trump, some of them, they don't even know what the dynamics that is obtainable in international affairs. But for those that know, they will tell you that it doesn't come cheap. Maybe people are not well orientated as to the workings of international relations or diplomatic in the diplomatic circle. But what I want to say now is that our problem is domicile. We are the indigene of this firmament, this boundary called Nigeria. Then we should be able to confront whatever our problem headlong, frontally, without seeking. If at all we must seek an external help, we should be seeing that we are on the right track.
All right, away from that, let's quickly talk about Shiek Gumi this morning, Mr. Vincent. Like what Udezejima wrote in the comment section, he said the insect that eats the vegetable lives inside.
So goes the African heartache.
The African heartache. And Shiek Gumi said it yesterday that the government knows the location of terrorists. Government knows their identity.
Let me just give an allusion to that.
And the question is, what's stopping the government from?
Let me just give an allusion to that. In recent past, a statement was credited to our late in the presence of President Abuja, Sani Abacha, who said, and I quote, that any terrorist act that lasted more than 24 hours, government is in the know. Shiek Gumi coming now to the fore now to make allusion to that is not new to me. You and I know that what is happening. How could, look the recent event that happened in Kebbi and also the adjoining states, where 100 people they came in bikes in daytime. It is not in the wee hours of the night. To commit that atrocities of kidnapping and cutting away people and their resources in a given geographical location without any security presence. Do you know what it means to go on a fire of about 100 people on a motorbike? There is no single security presence. That goes to show that there is complicity in the act, and you cannot rule it away, because I've always been making cases for our institutional setup to be improved upon, because I also made mention that when there was an advertorial in the papers claiming that people should come on board to enlist into our various armed forces, you can see the number people that even showed interest. It shows that they are not being motivated because there is apathy in the land towards anything governmental setup. I standing here, I witnessed some of recent when I took my mother to a government facility, and I saw the way I was tended to. That is an institution that is meant to give care. You understand? Then where is the care index? This is a caregiver, an hospital, a general hospital for crying out loud. But these are some of the things. It is all encompassing. It is not peculiar to a particular segment of the society. It's all encompassing. and it is really, really very disheartening and highly worrisome. We will continue to have this kind of a thing. A government who is not proactive. Okay, take for instance, the increase, the jack up price in the transportation fare. You will see that why, if a government that is really proactive would have put some kind of measure in cushioning the effect of whatever is going on in the international market, in the international space, then you can see where we are now running frenetically to see CNG. What can other CNG buses do now? The one before we have been having CNG has really make any meaningful impact in our lives. Mike, I know how much you have entered the transport down to where you always play your trade
on a daily basis.
And I know that this thing is humongous. Does Nigerian life matters to these people? That is a question for them to
answer.
All
right, when we talk of intelligence gathering, this is one. Yeah, Shiek Gumi has given us one.
Yes.
What do you think the DSS or the concerned security agencies should do at this point in time?
Once again, I want to say good morning to our viewers the world over. I'm very, very grateful having the opportunity to be back on the program after a short spell outside. In any case, back to your question on intelligence gathering.
Yeah.
Intelligence gathering.
So what else do we want?
Of course, coming from somebody of no less than Shiek Gumi, of course we need to go the extra mile. We need to do something out of this world, something like I've always said on this program. We are in a kind of unconventional problem, unconventional situation, and the unconventional problems that they say require some unconventional measures to tackle it. Gumi has come out to say, just like somebody told me during the last election, that all the bad boys, all the area boys in Lagos, from corner to corner, from street to from junction to junction, they are well known to the Lagos establishment. He talk for terrorists. I want to align myself with the thought of Gumi that if government is deliberate, if government is intentional about it, truly government knows their location, it knows their whereabouts. It's not headed that our government cannot take, that government cannot undo. It's not undoable. It's something better. The problem basically, like I've always said, is the political will, the will power. Fine. I want to believe the problem basically, of course, if you want to look at it, you find out that terrorism, you and I know, is a capital, is a very weighty offense. It's a capital offense. That's why government appears to be trying to be cautious, to be careful, and the way and manner they go about terrorism. Because in the charge of terrorism, the moment that you are found guilty, whether judicially or extrajudicially, the end result is always palatable. So that's why it requires some tax, it requires some scruples, some caution on the part of government to tackle. That's why they're trying to.
But you just said they lack the political will.
And the political will is not there. So I understand they're trying to be careful. They're trying to be very cautious. They're trying to be very, very diplomatic the way and manner they go about the issue of terrorism, so that the wrong people, and so they will not resort to kind of jungle justice. The wrong people is always in law than for an innocent to be mistakenly shot. So, and that's exactly what the government is looking at. That's why they don't want to hold the wrong people responsible. They don't want to, because some people will be caught in the crossfire. Some people might be touched in the crossfire. That's why they're trying to be so diplomatic the way manner they resolve the jam lock. And so it requires a lot of scruples, a lot of tax, a lot of understanding left and right. That's why they like perhaps this thing can be solved.
Definitely, the government is also complicit in this issue.
Of course, just like my brother here said the other time, any crisis, any problem, any grid law, any jam law that lasted for more than 48 hours, you must have some state actors behind it. Some same, just like the case you have in Zamfara, in the case of banditry. Is it not the gold economy that is responsible for it? It is state actors, the village heads, the Bale and the Bales.
You know their locations.
You know their locations. So, but again, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And for Gumi to have come out in the open to say that.
Why is it ridiculous?
You know the location. You know their identity. You know everything. everything necessary, everything needed.
About Shiek Gumi, they be criticizing Shiek Gumi now.
Criticizing. They be only
Nigerians that your government knows their identity. They even use knows their location.
Their location, their address.
So what government from going after
knows their name. So and that's what they did in the case of this. They did in the case of El-Rufai. So the next thing now is to arrest that Gumi, Odin. You need to ask some questions to answer. He needs to answer some questions.
Shiek Gumi.
He needs to come and give that intelligence at his disposal. So he needs to be grilled. He needs to be drilled so that he partners. He gives that classified pieces of information at his disposal to the government so that they can partner. They can judge and find a lasting solution to this perennial crisis. We can't continue this way. It is all done. It's perennial.
It's constant. It's just that the government don't want to solve it.
All right, GOA says talking plenty, saying nothing. Thank you, APC, Grandpa.
That man.
I don't think he's talking to you. I think yeah, he's changing words.
No, it's not changing words. You refer to me that same way the other time. Always referring to me as APC Grandpa. This is the third time you will be referring to me in that same manner. So good of you. Nice to hear from you again anyway.
Okay, thank you for that message. We'll move down to Emmanuel Ogoji. Soldiers are in the eastern part of Nigeria. The main terrorists are in the northern part of Nigeria, inflicting injuries to the northern part. Nigeria knows the right thing to do. And it's obvious the Nigerian government knows the right thing to do. I think corruption is a factor. This issue, corruption, negligence, and incapacity of our security, incapacity within our security agencies.
Lack of sincerity of purpose is also a corruptible act, because in a nation whereby some slight elementary demand on the part of the citizen from the leaders is not being seen, then it shows that it's a corruptible act on the part of the people in government. Because if government is a social contract between the government and the people, then why has it not the government come up with something that to obey that social contract upon which they found themselves in the corridors of power? I want to believe that for every commonsensical being in any rational thinking environment, stewardship is key. Is key, and if Nigerian life matters, I think Nigerians citizens should take up their leaders and then question their KPI. Their key performer index whenever it comes to electioneering campaign.
Is this just another political talk? Mr. President said governors no longer go to bank to borrow money to pay salaries, that we have survived.
What appears commendable, what appears laudable. We need to go the extra mile. We need to take the extra mile. So it doesn't call for, to me, it doesn't call for celebration. It doesn't call for a party yet. It's something you begin to jubilate, or it doesn't call for any ululation. So celebration left and right, because so there is more to life than the salary. There is more to our existence than salary payment. So I wouldn't judge, I wouldn't celebrate, I wouldn't give any credit unless until Nigerians stop borrowing to eat, they stop borrowing to pay their children's school fees, they stop borrowing to meet all the basic needs of life. The three basics of life: food, clothing, shelter, and send your children to school. All the necessary, all the basic things of life. Unless until Nigerians stop borrowing to do all the needful, all the necessary things. You need to some people today, some people borrow money so that they can transport themselves to offices, to their workplaces, to different destinations. So not until Nigerians stop borrowing for all the basic needs of life, it is not until then we begin to celebrate. We begin to.
You see, any government that pride itself over something that is so trivial, but like say paying salary. What has paying salary? How many Nigerian citizens are really, they are in the bracket of salary? Then when you check the percentage
compare with the unemployment, is it applaudable? Then at times when people talk, I mean, it's a pity that governance has been turned into a plunging level of auditing. The way, how can we say, the government no longer pays salary, which we are applauding them. Has it impacted our life? What is my brother, at times when we keep on looking, then it even offend my sensibility as a right thinking person, that government should be saying that government no longer.
And besides, apart from the salary, we are borrowing for other projects, for capital projects.
Yes, sir. Then when you look at all
these for projects, for capital intensive projects, so as long as
so when you look at all these things, then you begin to wonder what kind of governance are we running in this part of the divide, especially whereby we celebrate the mediocrity and then we sacrifice competence. Then it is, it's a no to for me. As long as we continue to do this, we might not get the uhuru that we envisage.
So we need to raise our game. We need to up our game. So we need to go beyond the era of celebrating mundane things, trivial things. Good.
All right, another story here. The Nigerian government has started evacuating Nigerians
in Iran and the Middle East countries.
What do you have to say, this development is coming from Chairman of the Nigerian Diaspora.
Diaspora Commission. That's General of Nigerian.
That one is expected. You see,
don't you think the government should have acted before?
It's long overdue. That's exactly what I want to say. It's long overdue.
I mentioned
it should have been proactive.
They are saying a government has to be proactive. You can see Americans. Whenever there is going to be something, a kind of a crisis in Nigeria, the Americans, they would have sent news to their citizens in all the areas whereby they believe that there are incidents, a high incidence of crisis, so that to ward off them, to get out of that area. And I don't know why the Nigerian too cannot follow suit, because when we say proactiveness is much more better than being reactionary, because when you are protected, you have seen it before coming. Because during a recent about 3 days ago here, a house, an entire building came in very close to where I live here, in county here, and you can see it was one man that saw it, that there's something that saw the crack initially, and alerted the school authorities. That was why we could not have casualties as a result of that incident. And that also falls under the line of being proactive.
It eventually collapsed at 2-3 hours after evacuation.
The building eventually collapsed after 2-3 hours after evacuation, complete evacuation. And that is where we are talking that when there is a system that is running and people acted on it, and then do accordingly, then we will not be having.
So in addition to all that,
Nigerians there too willing to come back home.
That's another thing. That's another question, because you cannot take me. The country is not working.
Are they willing to come back?
The social fabric is already gone.
Nigerians in Israel, Nigerians in Iran, are they willing to come back?
This is a crisis situation. So in all you do, your life first before any other thing. Life matters. It's a crisis situation. No matter how rosy, how juicy, how jumbo you think the economy up there is better than what obtains at home. At least you need to come. You need your life to enjoy the economy.
I saw a video online. The person said he would rather die there.
Because
it's not in the war-torn part of Israel. It's not in the war crisis-ridden part of Israel. That's why you can be saying that. But again, back to the question you pose. Any responsive government, it is the responsibility of any good government to be foresighted, to be clear-sighted, to be proactive, and when it comes to the life and property of the citizenry. And so that's what you call travel catalog, especially in crisis situation, in war situation like this. And so that any responsible government gives. America on a daily basis. American government on a daily basis, they keep giving that catalog to their citizens here in Nigeria. Even though Nigeria is not affected by the war, they keep telling them where to go. You don't go to the other part of the country. You don't go to these places. There's this place is volatile. This place is sad. So that's
what people are ready to come back. What measures are in place?
And that's another problem. Problem.
I wanted to say one thing here. Most of the people that have been repatriated in recent past, how much of rehabilitation process?
Candidly speaking, I know of 9 people who are repatriated from South Africa during the xenophobic crisis, who eventually find their way back to South Africa. They ran back there. That's why the fact that they came at the expense of Armenia that donated this aircraft to evacuate Nigerians back home in the heat of in that peak of xenophobic crisis a few years back. So some Nigerians came back.
You see a situation whereby if the elementary factors of social fabric is in place, I think Johnson made mention of the primary needs of man. That's food, housing, shelter. If they are well in place, well embedded, I think Nigeria is so much blessed.
There will be no attraction for people to run to other
Nigeria
countries.
is a country that is highly embedded with human and natural resources, and the cases are all there for everybody to see. Even in the international fora, you can see Nigerians even doing their game at the topmost level, echelon of any endeavor.
If you have to be in the shoes of people in Iran or Israel, will you come back to Nigeria?
Definitely, I will come back home.
You see, if I'm not in the war torn environment, I would rather stay there. If I'm in the war torn, then I can make myself, because it's only the living that can say I will do this the next day. Because if there is no life, then everything has already gone into a kind of inactivity, a lifeless.
All right, Adnam says government didn't send you there. Why must they blame? Why government didn't send you there? Why must they be blamed? A lot of British and American people are stuck in the Middle East. A lot of those people are paying extra thousands of dollars to live.
Okay, let me answer that one. You remember the Afghanistan experience? Americans sent their aircraft to evacuate their citizens. And that is a government that is responsive and responsive to the yearnings of the American interest. And that's how it's supposed to be.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
Yeah, good morning. Good to be with you again. Thank God for life. You just come now. I just come. Yeah, you just waking up from sleep.
You make me here now.
I be
rushing.
I respect myself. I see this guy. He just wake up.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
All right, the government knows their location, knows their identities. That's what Shiek Gumi said. What's stopping the government? What's happening?
What Gumi is saying? Is it a new thing? Unless you are pretending as if you don't know. And he's saying it under Bola Tinubu's administration. He knows their house, he knows where they are living, he knows everything.
So what's stopping the government?
Fine, you can ask him, because if I say it now, that now will say, you know where he's going. But it's Gumi that is saying it now. You should have been arrested. Gumi should be arrested immediately. Then so that we can begin to see more confessions come out. Who and who that is involved. Since he is the one that is leading, he said at every point he goes, government is aware. When he's sitting down with them drinking, government is aware. When they are paying ransom, government is aware. When they are paying $7 million, government is aware. Under this administration,
so why
ask him. Go and ask him.
When we know
ask
that
Bola
Tinubu,
I say, but do you know what is called government? You know what is called government? If a government is seen, Ted Cruz said it, that terrorists are living at the one governing you. Terrorists. When Canadian court said APC is a terrorist organization, okay, you think you don't know what they're saying? It has come from their man. This is their right hand man. If everybody wants to sing, let them sing. Let all of us sing once and for all.
Come to think of it, Gumi has never gone there on his own.
Man, have we not been saying it here? Have we not been saying it here?
On his own.
Bros, have we not? Right, this is not the first time. He always
security
agent. Okay, it's not only on whose mandate. Didn't you see what is happening to Nuhu Ribadu? On whose mandate are they operating? You see, have you seen it very clear now? That this message now is not coming from the other side of the world or of the country. Maybe DSS, everybody would have flooded and say, bring Gumi said, and other. And they are telling you that Nigeria is an Islamic nation and there's no going back. Are you hearing that report? Had it that most of those guys that were displaced in the Middle East now, you know, Hamas, Hezbollah, you know, they're already in Nigeria.
I don't know where this man always gets.
You don't because you don't read. You're not. You don't read. You don't read. Malami. How about the Malami? What concern Malami? What concern Malami? You are talking about. What the ice was the Malami that said the Malami money that was stolen. Malami deliver his own percentage to Bola Tinubu. That was why he was arrested. I say Malami did not give his own part of the looted fund to Bola Tinubu. That's why they arrested him. You understand? That is the picture.
I don't have strength. That's managing.
That's the fact.
Right? I'm not sick, but I'm kind of weak.
So, Mike, we get this. It's not about our argument. You know, you are either here or there. You know, you behave like an average Nigerian politician who lacks ideology. Mike, should we be discussing or talking about, you know what it means for a federal government to be purely everything about them is jihad? I say, can that now come out and tell us now? Say yes, it's not correct. What Gumi say is not correct.
Can you listen to me? Let me read out what Shiek Gumi said. The government knows every terrorist by name and location, and he said that he doesn't go there alone to negotiate. He said, I don't go alone to negotiate. I go with police, military, and other security agencies, which means the government knows about.
Is there anything to put out? Is there anything? Okay, are we saying that we just know this thing now? We just know this thing now.
What is trying?
It has always been like that.
So, what message do you think Gumi is passing?
What the government? What the message Gumi is passing to you guys now? We don't know. It was Buhari era that they have a field day. The bandits has a field day under the Buhari, and it's not under Tinubu era.
We're talking about this administration.
This administration.
He didn't make this statement in Buhari's administration now. Don't let me talk too much. I thought I was
is he flushing them? Is Tinubu not? Is Tinubu not? Is he not flushing them? Is he flushing? No, is he flushing them up? No, let's look at it. Why you said it's easy? That with what these guys are doing is easy. You to go and join. You enlist. If you love your country, you will not just be complaining. Go and enlist yourself into Nigerian military.
Every day you go back and enlist. I'm not
criticizing government. No guy that are criticizing government. Go and join the army. What's the solution? You go carry my dignity because I don't complain about government. You people that complaining here every day, you come here, you
are we the only one complaining about the government? Are we the only one? Are we the only one complaining about the government? Mike, look at one clear example of what Mr. Vincent said this morning. He said somebody was suspecting that the building was having an issue. He acted. If there's a situation where such action was not taken, imagine the number of children that would have died. Mike, that is what we are talking about. That's what we're talking about. Bro, let me tell you, continuously, Mike, do you know how many generals, would I say generals or commanders that died in Bronu? Do you know how many military barracks that have been invaded by these people? And when I say, This is what the position you people have been, because it's quite suspicious. Yes, when you see situations that are very daring and you keep on to behave like Daniel Bola who visited Abuja,
you are the opposition. You are the opposition.
That even clearly, Daniel Bola was seated and they were telling him one after another. But look at, he outrightly denied it. Mike, that is the nature. Mike, if somebody like Gumi, a retired, I think he's a military officer, you understand, can come out and tell you that, you can't tell me that you are not part of this. That you can't tell, what again? Bro, let them arrest him and take him to court, so that he can go and prove how Bola Tinubu's government was involved in terrorism.
They are terrorists. Can you prove it?
Can you listen to my statement? Can you listen to my statement? Can you listen to my statement? I'm not romancing anything now. I'm just feasting on what Gumi said.
What Gumi said.
Is it not your brother?
When Gumi now.
What your brother said?
When Gumi is facing the panel, I think they have to pick you up as assistant, special assistant to Gumi. That you always ask.
You not respect yourself.
I can tell you what
always, Mike, they always to be mindful, always be statement, because I can also put you on the fix. You understand? You can say, every time you come out here, you begin to take things personal, begin to take things. They ask you to analyze something straight. You are putting somebody, you go something, you get trouble.
I'll call you. All right. Sorry. What is it?
Mike.
Gumi was responding to insinuations that he knows terrorists and interacts with them. He said the government knows the location and the identities of these terrorists. But the question today is what is stopping the government from taking those terrorists?
Good morning, our viewers. Mr. Mike, God bless you. Good morning. Let me tell you, Nigerian government, I want to analyze it this way. When an elderly person see a girl of 18-20 years and you are like 50 years and the girl looking up to you as an elder, how you want to chop the girl? How you go take one? You go tell and say keep the age aside. Then another one, they call me brother now because of waiting you want chop. Now that thing they destroy Nigeria. Now waiting Tinubu ABC one chop. Now them make these people where they are today. Yes. Do you know what? They believe now Jonathan, let us disgrace Jonathan, let us deal with Jonathan, let us do this, let us do that. And today, where is Jonathan? Jonathan is no longer in the position. See, when you are pointing one finger against somebody, how many is facing you? What goes around does what comes around. That is what is playing today. I quote again. The late Abuja says something. Any insurgency beyond 24 hours, government hand is there. And Gumina is telling you that whenever he want to go and negotiate, he always have defenders. Yes. We always go with the defenders. Now you call them. He say he go with what? Defenders.
The police.
So then when he now go to negotiate, he has defense. Those that defend him. And those people that went together to negotiate, what are they negotiating? They negotiate on behalf of the people and the government.
You see the terrorists.
And you know them.
You sit down with them.
You eat with them. You eat with them. You drink with them. You do videos, everything with them, and you post. And the government is watching because of what? That thing where them they chop.
So what's
there? Do you know that? Do you know that there were an element which Bola Tinubu used to climb to the top? When I was telling you people in this platform before that Bola Tinubu hand is in what is happening in Nigeria, that is involved. You say I should be very careful. Now me they talk and I know be Gumi now. Now Gumi they talk and now. Gumi will be negotiator now. He's telling you that is not negotiating alone. The government is backing him up to negotiate. So he have a source at which he negotiate with those people.
We are criticizing Gumi.
And we are criticizing Gumi.
You remember on this platform when I say something about Gumi, you asked me, say, you know, why am I supporting Gumi? Yeah. You remember? You said, why am I supporting Gumi? Mike,
I tackle you that day.
let me say very clearly. Mike, do you know how I arrive at some comparisons I do? I look at events that have happened in the past. Mike, do you not see this? You see these northerners? Mike, I'm telling you before God and man, you see these northerners. Without Gumi saying Bola Tinubu is involved or the APC government is involved. Mike, remember one thing, that what is playing out is an agenda. I don't know how they want to come with their statement. It's happening now. It's happening now. As if they are not part of what is going on. Let me give you an instance. When Israel and Hamas, Arafat was negotiating, can you go back to that story and find out actually what happened? Do you know that Arafat was telling, no, we are now okay, there's no problem, just let our people, Palestinians, remain with Israel. Years after, Boy, are you hearing me? Years after, and that is why I'm saying that an animal should be very careful. Yes, with that kind of report, don't put Nigeria into danger. If you are not sure of what you want to do, leave it.
They are already in danger.
Because you wanted to cohabit with people who have sworn an oath. That is, Mike, have you been able to listen to some of these scholars from professionals, clerics from the north? What they are saying? The political machinery of the northern oligarchy is driving those who are them, who are the ones giving these guys them AK-49 and AK-47, who are the ones destroying Nigerian military barracks. Are you not sensing sabotage? Are you not? Okay, look at Ondo and all the rest of them. You saw the block road. Bro, what is Bola Tinubu voting for? It is not a matter of committee. Okay, we don't need meeting anymore. They have tried the entire military. Now the northerners are saying, "Man, I told you that Christopher Musa has nothing to offer Nigerians." That's what I said it. The northerners are saying he must be removed. That more Nigerians have died. More military men have died under his watch, and Bola Tinubu must remove him.
And it's not ready to remove it.
All right, wait. I think I need to read what Antman wrote here. Okay, I can see it. I can see it now. All right, Antman says this is northern government is talking about. This is northern government is talking about. Northern government. Are they not Nigerians?
No, bros.
Are the northern?
Bros, I don't know whether. Bros, let the person. The person commenting. No, bros. Let me tell you. The person commenting.
Not Nigerian.
The person commenting on writing this, putting down this message, like saying that
he's talking about the northern government.
Bro, did you see anything that has to do with northern government? If you are talking about the military, the police escorting Gumi, this is not the first time a subsidiary, let me say a subunit of the federal system was also being seen where a governor sat down but they can negotiate with them. Whichever way they feel, they can negotiate with them. Are you not hearing when they said the no ransom was paid, and later we hear say ransom was paid? Like the same Nigeria. But let that interview held at Al Jazeera teach Nigerians a lesson that these guys at any point in time can deny you as a Nigerian.
Now let me go to another platform here. This is leadership. I was on Daily Post before another platform. Now, leadership says Gumi maintained that all his peace visits to the terrorists in the bush were with the knowledge and approval of the police. and other security agencies. According to Gumi, the government knows every terrorist by name and location. I don't go to the terrorists alone. I call the police, security, and everybody. I will go to the emirs of that place.
Oh, that is where the thing landed in Sokoto there. That is where the thing landed there. But we cannot see, nobody will deceive us in this country. You understand?
In fact, when I went to one forest, I went even with women. We went to the bush together. I don't go alone.
Mike, have you seen it very clearly? Have you seen it very clearly? Those who were attacking me on my position on Gumi, have you seen where actually I was actually coming from? Mike, me, I am not blaming Gumi.
Our focus this morning is government knows where. Yes, government knows their location. Yes, and knows their identity.
No, they're not going to. Where they sleep? How many wives they married? Each of them. How many wives are living with them? Their location, what they eat on daily basis, is being supplied to by the same government. But don't you remember that Jonathan said at a time that terrorist Boko Haram is in his government? What are we expecting? We come on pretending as if we don't know this thing is like this, so we twist it up and down. Oh God, that is what it is.
Honorable Babaya just says, how can you employ Ribadu as national security advisor? Isn't that the height of foolishness if you actually want to make the country better?
Bros, let him even see. I don't know. Maybe those are. See, bro, let me tell you. Do you know that Fulani, jihadists, politicians are the one in Asura? They are the one ruling Nigeria. Fulani. That is why they cannot do. Where are you going to pass? The Fulanis are in charge of Nigerian government.
All right, this Ejofo says Nigerian government successively have been working with the Islamists to Islamize Nigeria.
Okay, that is the number one. That is the point. That is the reason. Forget what Gumi is doing. They are all part of the. But why is it that some people in the southwest are calling for Sharia? Openly, yes. Are you not seeing it? It is a sex. What they're saying, come, we need you.
Oyeze, your analysis, sorry, this is coming from Kingari. Oyeze, your analysis knows no comparison. I am very impressed. You look into every possible options prior to analysis. Investigative journalism is parenthesis. Okay, parenthesis. What? 50K for your flawless effort.
Thank you. God bless you. It's King Harry. Right, King Harry. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. Mike, while we are here, we are not here to romance anybody. You understand? And that is the essence of journalism. This is the fourth estate of the ring. You know, and what we are doing here is what is guaranteed in the Constitution of Nigeria. We have to be the watchdog of the society. Make statements where government can look into and be able to correct their footsteps. We are not attacking anybody here, but if you say it is like this, we tell you, say, okay, pack way first. We not look into it. But, Mike, I am telling you, you know, it is going to be very, very funny because the awareness of Nigeria identity, the awareness of killings in Nigeria has taken a global dimension. The international community are now, but I watch them now, they are not discussing Nigeria. Why are people in UK they are discussing Nigeria? In the Congress they are discussing Nigeria. In the Knesset Parliament, Israel, they are discussing Nigeria. Everywhere they are discussing Nigeria. And they are pointing towards one thing, the Fulani government in Nigeria. Me, I don't see saying Bola Tinubu or Buhari or Jonathan. Okay, I see it beyond that, and I give you instances that what they are pushing. Even the Sultan of Sokoto, what they are pushing is very clear. But who is going to resist them? Who is going to question the rationale where we should have such thing in our constitution? Who taught Nigeria to what it is today?
Let's get your own reaction.
But first and foremost,
Shiek Gumi has actually come out to say the truth. In that interview, they interviewed him. Well, we have actually been saying that when insecurity persists in a country within 24 hours, if the government in power does not respond, that means they know something about it. These have actually given us 100% that the government in power knows something about it. Then I want to say this, that the problem is that the thing will continue if we don't address this issue at the root. And this thing, how did we get here? How? You know, they've even gone as far as they now have their own armor tank. They have their own separate this thing, and these things are actually eating deep. They are even part of the government. They are the one that are even dictating to the government. This is the direction. This is how we should go. Imagine our vice president went to UN. That was last year or so. Was saying that he support Afghanistan or so. He was saying it, that he support them. This is a slap on Nigerian citizen. And I want to say this, is that the way I'm looking at it, this Nigeria is already an Islamic country.
All right, Vietnam says Nigerian military sacrificed their lives in fighting these terrorists. You never hear these people praise them and thank them for their effort. All they do is complain.
Mike, we are not complaining.
All they do
my brother, we are not complaining. They are the ones that are sacrificing. Nigerian government are the ones sacrificing our military. They are the one. But look at the last statement, whether it is correct or not. But let me just quote that guy clearly. He said that even when those guys them came, some soldiers ran away. There were remaining about 36, and those 36 were saying that all the armory they demanded, they did not give to them. Mike, how? That's what I'm telling you. They are the one sacrificing, and it is intentional. Can that such a thing happen to an American? Bro, before you kill an American soldier, even Pakistan, all this nobody, before you take one soldier, you could have sweated. You saw the way they were saying who ordered the removal of army checkpoint in so place before they came. Nobody have answered that question up till now. We shouldn't be romancing this issue as if say this and that. But that is not correct. This thing has been said over and over and over and over again. And I keep on saying it. Those who want to say where you are arriving at. Okay, I am moving toward that direction. Separation. Separation. I want ask the federal government to ask the Northerners, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP. Now we are hearing about Hamas, Hezbollah is already in Nigeria. Those of them, the tester from Middle East, are already hiding somewhere in the country. The question is, what is it that the Northerners actually wanted? What is it that they want? What do they want? Why the killing? What actually do they want? Must everyone be under Sharia? What do they want? What is the reason of this, continuous killing? That we are instead they enter military barracks and engage in the military. Boss, if they do to answer that question,
even collect their drum. And one thing again is that I saw this thing when American president, when the soldier that were killed, the president of America was in the airport waiting for them, giving them their last respect. But in the case of Nigeria, they will not send them. We even send them a condolence message at all. And now they are begging people to come and join soldier. And they will not see anybody to join soldier. A time will come that the best time we have in the military and leaving the country to go and join other people's country. And I will say this, that we are failed, our government has failed us, and we don't see how we can move forward. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you so much. Augustine Ifemoni says good morning to you. Onyeze, you are a real son of Biafra. All right. Thank you, Augustine Ifemoni. Babayaga says we got here because Bat brought us Wari and chased out Jonathan, the Southerner. Now the same Bat is preaching Southern unity. All right, Bam says insecurity started under PDP. All right, and goes on. If you want to separate, why are you not dash? All right, Emmanuel Ogudu says, in fact, this lady has many things upstairs. Very intelligent. I always learn from him every day. Oyaga, under this government, these bandits are on TikTok. Mike, they are on TikTok. Price says a stable Nigeria is a big headache for the broken Western hegemony. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Maki Adepule.
May good luck be with you. Our reviewers, good morning. For me to start.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning. God bless you. Good morning. Now you stand here because you don't do easy. Everybody come and go. Only you stand. God will continue to renew your strength. Amen. You renew your strength. God bless all of you.
Okay, to start, insecurity in Nigeria. I will not say that it started under PDP or APC. There's a man who champions this insecurity in Nigeria. Sultan of Sokoto. He was a military man. When serving in Nigeria as a military. He went to Syria and had people that he's training. What else is he doing in Syria when he was serving Nigeria? It is his boys are the one that do this operation in Nigeria up to now. That is the man they're supposed to hold, and which federal government of Nigeria could not able to hold on. Is the man who scattered all this insecurity. And come to 2014, Bola Tinubu joined hands with Buhari to kick Jonathan out. Now, they're afraid. They don't know what to do about insecurity. The insecurity have now already grown high more than them. This week, about 3 days ago, 3 army officers killed on 9th of this month. Now, they cannot bring those people out. Yeah, Shiek Gumi is trying to draw his head out. You know what is going on, and which federal government of Nigeria know about it, and they will not say that they don't know what is going on. That's what I said. Boko Haram are federal government. Federal government are Boko Haram. They know what they are doing, and Bola Tinubu can never treat it out. What will take them out is on the road to New Biafra. That is what can end this. No government, no matter the power the government have, can never stop Boko Haram insecurity in Nigeria.
You see, God will bless you. See what you just said. You see, he said in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. You see, in the beginning, you see, they bring the particles of problem. You see, now, see, God is working. You see, God is working. Nigeria that have been killed, their blood is crying. So now they are exposing themselves because they must expose themselves. Time is coming. Nigeria will enter street because of this situation. Because Nigeria will cause enough of this. What of no? Now we are hearing the truth. Because if they are not part of it, why would they be harboring them? He said the federal government know them, they know their location, everything. Okay, why are you letting them to kill Nigeria every day? See, the government of Dagaba is not bad. Let us be frank with ourselves. I don't think that they will see second time because they can't see because they're wrong. They are wrong and they are exposing Nigeria. See, I don't sleep at the head of news. I can't wait to say, what am I here? They say, Gumi say, federal government know the location and their name and their whereabouts. Say, where are they compromising? It's a big statement. I can't take it away from Gumi because Gumi knows his own days are number. They are coming for him. So he had to expose the backyard, the strong room of the backyard, this person. And now they are running at Scatter. Nigeria is in the hand of God. God is fighting for us. The enemy camp is now scattering, and Nigeria will be Nigeria again. All those enemies will be rooted out in the corridor of power because we don't want them anymore. God bless you, because we are tired of the situation.
There will be fresh light revolution. There will be fresh light revolution.
All right, viewers, we appreciate your engagement this morning. Back here tomorrow with more interesting topics on my show. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.
Teromiro, Temimiro. I see the game going.